My nephew. He's in the business of or selling these T-shirts, and he designed this called Risen Sun. Okay, so you can pass it around and take a look at it. But it's one of the ideas. Basically, my goal for you is to equip you to the point where you can, through a consensus process of discussing and brainstorming, come up with an identity for your group here. Because it's very important. If you don't have the identity, it's very hard. This one is kind of like old. When I was at the Vietnamese church in Lancaster, we did this Impact for Christ. And this logo is very simple, but it talks about, and actually, believe it or not, more than 15 years ago, we had a website up and running. And we had everything pumped through the website already. And we call it i4c.org. And that's the website. And that's the front logo. That's what it looks like. So, we chose this color because it was cheap. When we were at the white church, the American church, we were involved in their mission team. And we call this the GO team. So that's what we call. So you're part of the mission team, whether serving locally or going abroad. We call it the GO team. So you're part of the GO team. So that's the identity of that ministry. And then every year we have a time where people would, the whole church would shut down for the whole day, and we divide in groups and we go to the community and serve. And so we call it, the church has left the building. Okay? Serving. Okay? So that's kind of our theme, and this is kind of like our identity. So you wear a t-shirt that Sunday morning, we go out and we serve people without no question asked. If they ask us, we say, we serve you because Jesus loves you. And that's it. So that's one way to do it. Okay? It's very important that we need to have an understanding of what we do, okay? In order for us to show love to the world, as they come and visit you or your outreach event, you need to be able to listen to others. And a practical way to do that is to listen, okay? Very important. Also, one of the basic communication skills for you to have is really listen to other and then paraphrase. Okay? Can you repeat after me? Paraphrase. Paraphrase. Now, what is paraphrasing? Paraphrasing is a way for you to repeat back what someone has said. But this is a way for you to show them that you love them by listening. Okay? Why is that? Why is that? How many of you have argued with your parents? Okay, good. Put your hands down. Now, in those arguments, how many of you have actually, well, you don't have to raise your hand, have actually paraphrased and talked to them and repeat what they had said to you? Okay, so maybe 4 or 5. Now, honest. Because I'm going to tell you a really big hint here. Okay? A big, big hint, because I'm a parent. Okay? Is that oftentimes the parents wanted to say, as you wanted to say something to be heard. Right? We all want to be heard. Right? And because we're not being listened to, so we keep shouting. Okay, and the voice goes louder and louder. And then there's the conflict. Is there love in that? Excuse me, I'll be spitting at you most of the time. Is there any love in that? No, there is no love. Okay? It gets worse in the church. Okay, I gave you an exercise last week about egg rolls or subs. Okay, it got loud. But it could become very confrontational. Why? Because oftentimes we don't know how to communicate. And what I share with you tonight, oftentimes people don't teach you, okay? But the reality is this will what makes you successful in life. not only at home, but in your future relationship with your boyfriend, girlfriend, and your future husband and wife, and then how to deal with your children, and then to be successful with your boss, is the power to communicate. Okay? So, but I don't want to learn by teaching you with theories up here, but I want you to apply it. Okay? So, Kevin, I want you to get up here. Stand up here. Okay. You listen in, okay? I'm going to model with you paraphrasing. And then later on, you're going to do it in pairs. Okay? So, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask Kevin a question. He's going to share with me of his answers, or his ideas, or his thoughts. And my task is to try to paraphrase what he said. The idea is to listen to him. Okay? So, alright, here's the question. If you were to take a 10-day trip in a car with your family or friends, what would they most likely hear you complain about?
It's too loud. It's way too loud.
Too loud.
I just want to sleep. Stop talking, everybody. Food. Yeah, it's basically too much noise.
Okay, so Kevin, let me see if I hear you right. What you're saying is for the 10-day trip, you would complain about it's too loud, you're hungry, and you're sleepy.
Yeah, it's good paraphrasing.
Now, what is the key word for paraphrasing? Paraphrasing. Paraphrasing. Okay? Meaning, you say, let me see if I hear you right. Or, let me repeat what you just said. That's how you would begin. Okay? Very critical. Alright, now, if God put you completely in charge of creating heaven, what would it be like?
Exactly how you had it before, you know, it was good. Exactly like you got it. You know what to do.
So, Kevin, let me see what I get you. What you just said to me was exactly what God did.
Yeah.
That's it. No, nothing to add. So, did I hear you right? That's what you said. Now, that's all it is. That's what paraphrasing is. Paraphrasing is to validate or to approve of the individual who you're talking to as you try to listen to him or her say what they wanted to say, and then you repeat back what they just said. Okay? Now, you're not clear. You say, Kevin, did I say what you mean, or did I understood what you just said? Okay? That's kind of like the roundabout. Okay? Tip for the guys. It's the best way to win a girl is to learn to listen. Okay? It's hard to zip your mouth, and it's very hard to paraphrase what other people said. Okay? So what we're going to do is go ahead and pass this out, and I'm going to pair you up. So you need to have a partner. You're going to try this out. Okay? Now, it's going to be a group of three. Three. Do you know why? One person is the judge.
We need three.
And then you're going to rotate. Learning without doing and practicing is like, it's like you're going from one ear to this ear and go out to the other. Okay. My young league's 5 fundamentals of learning, basically: 1, I learn when I want to. So there's nothing I can do to make you learn unless you want to. Okay? 2, I learn when I learn with multisensory. That means I will do that part to help you learning multisensory. Meaning you watch, see, act out, and read, and think. And part of that maybe there's preaching, but preaching is only a small part of it. And thirdly, I learn when I do something, and that's what you just did. You actually taught and learned how to paraphrase. Okay? And 4, I learn when I learn with repetition, and I learn with curriculum. So I know what I don't know, and I know